What's up, y'all? I can't say salutations, kindred spirits yet because I'm starting early. This is technically the pre-show. So you get the New Orleans. What's up, y'all? I see Nick's ready for some magic edutainment. Is that what I'm doing? Is that my niche? Magic edutainment? So I was poking around some websites today and I was drawn towards the Magicana website where I've been researching a little magic history. I thought I'd put a spotlight on this site today. It's kind of timely as they're celebrating their Sharing Secrets Awards. They announced today some of their winners. And if you're not familiar with Alan Slate and his the Slate Awards, man, he's giving away some big bucks, like $500,000 in awards that he's sent out to magicians who have contributed great things to the art. Like there's Dennis Bear with his Conjuring Archive. Of course he deserves a win. Ozzy Wynn. You look at this list, it's a list of luminaries, people that have sincerely and truly contributed to the art. And today, one of the winners, look, it's Tannon's Magic Camp. How cool is that? And I was like, some of our kindred spirits, some of the students that hang out in the Discord will be attending this camp, which I do believe starts, is it this week? I know Eric is going, and in the Discord, who else is a member here? Anyway, I wanted to look at this video. They really put some effort into showcasing what Tannon's does. And let's just take a moment and watch a little bit about Tannon's Magic Camp and learn about how Magicana and Alan Slate are bettering our multiverse.
The Sharing Secrets Award recognizes creative and innovative work in the study of magic, and it comes with a prize of $10,000 from the Slate Family Foundation. Since 2015, we have recognized a vast range of secret sharing, from historical publications to magic book instruction, to podcasts and virtual meetings, to resources and archives.
I'm learning with you now.
In that sharing spirit, we are delighted to announce that this year's award recipient is Tannon's Magic Camp. The camp was first established by then Tannon's Magic Shop owner Tony Spina
I think I had
and
that
his
issue.
friend Bill Camacho back in 1974.
Cool.
With a skeleton crew of local magicians volunteering to act as camp counselors, the first year was a smashing success. Magic was definitely in the air. With its grassroots approach and an army of exceptional volunteer support, this camp has become a summer haven for young people interested in magic. It's their week, a week to be immersed in magic, surrounded by their peers, engaging with their magic heroes. The history of the generosity from the magic community has become legendary, and it is one of the fundamental pillars to the camp's success.
Love seeing the
Magicians
females
giving back to magic.
Magicians.
By the
Jeff
mid-'80s,
from
camp
Costia.
counselor and director Terry Cook had expanded registration to include girls. Terry got involved with
Thank you,
magic
Nick.
as a teen by first assisting Tony Spina and then later at the camp. She is now known affectionately as Mama Magic by campers. Terry eventually took over all directing responsibility in 2011, a role that she continues to fulfill today.
Terry, I'm putting feelers out. I'm
In
interested in going to
1997,
Magic Camp.
a young Adam Blumenthal attended camp for the first time, and he was astounded. It cemented Adam's passion for magic and for theater arts. After earning his post-secondary degree in theater design, Adam Blumenthal purchased Tannon's Magic Shop.
Cool.
And yes, that also meant he now owned the very camp that spurred his career in theater.
You just got goosebumps.
In 2007, the camp changed venues and is now run at Bryn Mawr College just outside of Philadelphia.
Like Hogwarts.
With the stunning grounds and top-tier facilities, the Hogwarts-like campus has only widened the eyes of young campers. As inviting as the campus is, it is its unique community that makes it particularly special. As former campers mature, many return as magic counselors, imparting insight and wizardry wisdom. Alumni project a special kind of knowing, an infectious joy that
Foggy
sparks a
Hill.
chain of new bonds of
Daniel
camaraderie with
Garcia.
young campers and their
These
peers.
kids getting the royal.
Even when it was
Royal.
impossible to gather together physically during the pandemic,
I'll let you know
the
once I
Tannon's
get
Magic
there.
Camp family worked wonders by producing a free virtual camp for children all around the world.
What?
A tribute and a testament to the heart of the magic community and indeed the true meaning of sharing secrets. Tannon's Magic Camp may start off as a week of summer fun, but in just a few short days, campers have bonded with a brand new family. We are thrilled to recognize
Right,
Tannon's
Adonis?
Magic
They should
Camp
have
as this year's Alan
or
Slade
adults
Sharing
too.
Secrets
I want to
Award
go hang out with
recipient.
David Williamson for a week.
This award is a tremendous honor, and we can't thank the Slate Family Foundation, Julie Ng, David Ben, and Magicana enough for recognizing the work that we do at Tannon's Magic Camp. Over the 10-year history of this award, it's been a thrill to see so many performers who were once Tannon's Magic Campers be recognized for their outstanding achievements in our field. It's an honor to join their ranks. I love that this award has the word sharing in it, because that is so much of what we do at Tannon's Magic Camp. We, of course, share secrets from sunup to sundown for 7 days straight with campers from all over the world who come not just to learn from the world-class performers and teachers who join us and give of their time, but from each other as well. It's amazing to see how democratizing the camp experience can be, with campers of all ages coming together with the desire to share.
I speak with these campers
camp,
every
we have
week on my
magicians at the
Discord. We
youngest age
jam, and I
coming in
know it
with
makes
high
a difference
levels
in
of
their
skill,
life.
and older campers just starting off their journey in magic, all celebrating the art together. In just a few days, we will come together for our 51st Summer of Magic Camp, a place where I met some of my best friends in magic when I was a camper many years ago, and continue to make new friendships each summer. My journey as the proprietor of Tannon's began at Magic Camp when I was 12 years old. This would not have been possible without our camp director, Terry Cook, and my first mentor in magic, Bob Elliott.
Bob Elliott.
A heartfelt thank you to Terry, who continues to lead camp to this day, and our amazing staff of magicians, past and present, who join us each summer to share so much of themselves with our campers and the magic community at large. Additionally, we'd like to thank the individuals and organizations who so generously support our scholarship fund. We pride ourselves in the amount of scholarships we are able to provide. So if you know a young magician who would benefit from Tannon's Magic Camp, please share the opportunity with them. Once again, thank you to Magicana and the Slate Family Foundation. Here's to 50 more summers of Magic Camp.
50 more at least. Let's go. What a great video that was. And take note that while Tannon's is over there doing their killer work, how about the work of the Magicana Foundation that is bringing this story to the masses, right? It's not easy to produce a video like that at all. I know I make videos. It's very hard to get something of that quality out to the public, and to do it to celebrate the art and then give the artists money. Wow. And now as I talk to my kindred spirits here, let me encourage you, as I say, salutations. If you're tuning in, I started early. I got so much to do today. We're doing some pre-show. So that was the part of the pre-show. Tannon's Magic Camp. Tannon's is in New York City. The camp, I guess, is not there. You'll have to watch and go to Magicana, get the scoop. I dropped the link for Magicana in the description of this video because I had them bookmarked today to share as a resource for kindred spirits. The Tannon's news was news to me today. And earlier I was like, I got to watch this story. And I said, maybe everyone else should watch it too. So we just did that. Why was I looking at Magicana? Why was I there in the first place? Well, I've been looking for some history, and boy, do they have a bunch of it. And I've been looking to add history to a project that I'm working on. Can we take a look at it? Not right now. Let's take a look at just one more bit of video. Here we are. Actually, you know, this is Albert Goshman, and this is an older clip, and I'm going to ask you all to pretend you're there live, and this footage doesn't look grainy, right? This grainy footage maybe doesn't do the performer justice. Before we look at it, let's see what Jamie Ian Swiss has to say about Albert Goshman. And again, we're on the Magicana website here. This is one of their exhibitions. This is take two number 28. There's a lot of take twos. They study like all of these wonderful magicians, and Albert Goshman of Goshman's Spongeball fame. This is the guy that started Magic by Gosh. Jamie Ian Swiss writes, I'm about to make a bold statement. Albert Goshman was the greatest close-up magic entertainer I've ever seen or known. Greatest ever. This is Jamie Ian Swiss, man of great opinions, but a man who's been around the block and knows a lot about magic and good magic. And when he says something like that, you should probably pay attention. So, as I was researching some history, I'm going to build a little history resource of my own geared towards sleight of hand performers as we learn sleight of hand. We'll talk more about learn sleight of hand in a bit. And then I ran across this clip of Albert Goshman doing the rising cards. Rising cards. I was on the live stream yesterday with some of my members on the YouTube channel. Happy to be back doing that. And as I say, happy to be back. One more thing. Is it 4 o'clock? It is. By the way, salutations, kindred spirits. I'm happy to be back on the internet. It's been about a month since I've done one of these things. We're actually in pre-show mode now. I've got a couple videos I wanted to look at today. And if you missed the first 8 minutes of this show, be sure to rewind later and watch the Tannon's Magic Camp clip from Magicana. And now we're talking about Albert Goshman. I was unboxing some magic. We're going to unbox them today. I unboxed this trick for my members, gave you some of the inner workings. I replaced my deck and wanted to show you what makes the thing work. And as I was on the YouTubes poking around, I found this clip of Albert doing the rising cards. It's kind of a hoot. It's 3 minutes of old school Albert, the greatest magic entertainer Jamie Ian Swiss has ever seen. Now, this is what, 70s? So it's timestamp it.
Say, take your card, look at it, and remember it, please, son. You say, yes, Pop. Yes, Pop. Take your card, look at it, hold on to it for a moment, and one for you. Now, girls.
I love the music.
Girls. Yes, Pop. Say, no, Pop. Look at your cards, remember them, please. Now, let me have them back. Because you see, this is an old Persian card because it was taught to me by a very old. Thank you. Cheaper than hiring a dancing girl. But not as much fun. What was your card? 2 of dimes. 2 of dimes? But don't smile.
What's up, my friend? Good to see you, Jesse. Hey, Jay-Z, what's up? Probably Shadow Coins. Hey, Gary, how are you? Yeah, Goshman Pinch. What's in Bobo's?
Yeah, I wish there was money in the budget.
It should be noted, he is closing his show at this point. That might become apparent shortly. And he's having trouble with the gimmick. Sometimes when you do it under a silk, it can be quite finicky. Honestly, I'm surprised that he does it under a silk twice.
And at my age. Son! Yes, Pop. Thank you. What was your card? It was Joker, yes. Well, thank God that miracle, Pop. Wasn't that beautiful? Yeah, something's wrong. Say, where's mine? At your age, and you don't know where yours is.
Oh, my.
You had the 8 of spades. You know, if you tell me the name of the card, it's so much easier to find.
King of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts?
King of Hearts.
So look, that clip, probably not Albert's best piece. what you want to do is this. You go to Magicana and you look at go to that take 2. It's got a couple good segments. In particular, if you want a good coin trick, we got Jay-Z over here asking about the coin magic. Watch Albert do the salt shakers, salt and pepper shakers with coins appearing and vanishing right under the spectator's nose. It's quite impressive. That might be one of the best. I share this research and point it out just so that students out there know that it's there. And yeah, go look at Magicana. I linked it up in the website below. We're going to look at another thing, and I'm going to say hello to a few people I haven't. Did I say hi to Tim? Tim's laughing over there. Good to see Tim. Adonis is in the house. We've said hello, and good to see Adonis. I am celebrating being myself today. As part of being me is that sometimes cool magic creators, and one of them being Hanson Chin, and in this case tied into Nicholas Lawrence, they send me their goodies. And I got a goodie in the mail about 2 weeks ago. And this was one of the things we looked at with the members yesterday on what did I do? Turn the focus off? Oh, I know what I did. I was taking pictures earlier. So enjoy the background while I go reset the main camera. Hello, Alex. I see you. And Mr. Miller back for more. I was taking the thumbnail earlier and I turned my main camera onto photo mode and not movie mode, like a noob. That should be gooder. And you'll have to pardon my unprofessionalism. It's been a while. Oh, so close. This is not what I was expecting. Swiss Key. This is the new release by Hanson Chin and Nicholas Lawrence. I don't want to include this, but it includes a couple of keys and a key ring. The key ring, gratuitous, don't really need that. The keys themselves, one of them gimmicked. One of them not. So I'll tell you what I did. Hopefully we got there. This should be it. Dialed in. We're getting there. When I got this, I opened it up and I said, all right, let me look at this thing. So I did. I took both keys out, assuming one of them was gimmicked, and I was right. And I thought maybe this was gimmicked, so I took this out too, and I tried to find the secret mechanism. Couldn't find it. This is a good start. So when you unbox this thing, I challenge you to do the same. If you're looking for a link to this, there's one in the description below. I think it's on pre-order right now, and they might be made to order. I'm not 100% clear on this. This is the gimmick. This is the gimmick key. This is the regular key. I gave it the wife test. So when my wife got home after I'd watched the tutorial and found the gimmick, and wow, it's so clever, I said, wife, I got a puzzle for you. One of these is fake. Tell me which one. She couldn't find it either. And she is not a quitter. She's very, she was challenged and could not find it. So you'll be happy with the cleverness. And boy, the machining on this is unbelievable. What does it do? I'm going to do something with it, but let's take a look at the website. And, as Hanson does, he put together a nice little shindig to look at. So here we go over to Hanson Chin's multiverse. This is the Swiss key. Okay, so it's on pre-order for 2 more days and 20 hours. I wonder if I go to Australia, if it's on pre-order longer. There's a few demos on here, I guess, and this is the main one. I think they sell it. Let's see what this is. What is this? A minute. Okay, 1 minute.
Imagine having an everyday carry item that not only enables you to perform such a beautiful bill penetration effect, but also offers more. Introducing Swiss Key by Nicholas Lawrence. Designed and engineered by Calvin Liu, Swiss Key is the thinnest gimmicked key for bill penetration ever made in magic history. Each piece has been meticulously crafted using CNC technology ensuring precision craftsmanship and durability. With Swiss Key, you can perform a superbly realistic bill penetration effect. It also includes additional bonus effects. If you're looking to elevate your everyday carry game, Swiss Key is a must-have. Limited release.
All right, limited release. So get yours today. Oh, wait, let me go back to this site. Hold on. Let me go back here. Because I think one of the things with this, stop.
Imagine.
No. Pardon me. How do I get out of this multiverse? Okay, there it is. Let me go back to this screen. I think one of the things about this product is they're kind of focused on selling this as a bill penetration effect. It's a good bill. It's a good bill penetration, right? Like making a pen go through a bill is good. Making a pencil go through a bill is good. You can make your finger go through a bill. Man, we have so many ways to make things go through bills. I think one of the maybe detriments to this product is we don't really need this version of it, but it's a good version. It also fits on your key ring, which is a plus. Now here's some more pluses. It does a lot more than the bill penetration. So there's like several routines that come with it. Some of them are, well, like here, I guess here they are. The bill penetration is one. This is one I'm prone to really actually love. The gravitation. Maybe I'll try this. Thinking outside of the box, he uses the gimmick and assign coin to impossible location effect. It's all right. It's pushing the envelope for this gimmick. This, I think, the static effect would be a good prelude to the gravitation. You can make a little routine where things levitate with this key. And if you do, oh, this is cool too. Here, let's look at this. This is whose idea was this? The creator, Angelo Carbone had this idea with it. Zigzag key.
Let's take a look at a simple effect called Zigzag, which surprisingly doesn't use a bill, just the key. So let's check it out.
Yeah, good.
It's going to remove one key. And actually, so this is a super classic effect in Magic in which you take a key or a lady in a box or really anything, and you can actually create the illusion that a solid object can zigzag into two. Now, this is a very strange illusion, especially when you know that the object is completely solid.
One key, no extra parts. Your hands are clean, nothing added or taken away. It's all self-contained, and
That is
the zigzag key. And I share this and highlight it because I think it shows some of the potential with this prop that is still waiting to be discovered. Let's look at one more. I think this is the best penetration. This key dissolve is crazy good.
All right, check it out, guys. This one is called Key Dissolve. I'm going to use a key, of course.
I had a friend Daniel asking about Misled earlier, the version with the pencil.
Like a lot of these effects, you could borrow.
There's a great version of Misled.
The idea.
But
you're going to take
look at this.
The key and the bill, and we're going to place it just here. Let me give you a better view so you guys can see this very clearly. Watch the key. Just going to place it in front of the bill and pinch the bottom of the key. Check this out. So he starts to look like that key is vanishing, but it's not vanishing. It's actually pushing itself through the bill very slowly. Just to that last second, you can see it's gone completely.
Yeah. Come on now.
Just like that.
You want to push a key through a bill? That's probably the way. That's probably the way that you want to do it. So yeah, this is the, what is it? Swiss Key by Nicholas Lawrence. What are you going to pay for this thing? I think in pre-order it's running about, well, let's just look. It's about $80. Pre-order now. I have 2 in my cart because I was over enthusiastic. Yeah, it's $80. So I think this, you see something you like there? I think you'll be happy. I think you'll be happy just having this gimmick in your hand. It's so deceptive. Now, I have embarrassed myself on this stream before trying to do exhibitions of products I shouldn't be demonstrating. And boy, I've been so busy building the premier space for the modern student that I haven't had a lot of time to practice new material. But I did used to do this bit where I would do it with a coin, where I would balance a coin on my fingertip and then use that as a counterweight to kind of balance a bill. So it's kind of a science stunt. The coin, or in this case, the key, balances the bill. What you might be surprised to know is that you can do this in reverse and have the bill balance the key. So I'm going to try and see how far I can take this here. So now we have kind of an impossible balance situation with a key on a piece of paper. I'm going to take this to the extremes. And if you were here, you can actually look through the key and see light going through the hole. And if you were here, I would land that key into your hand, place the bill into your hand. Everything is clean. And this is my really unrehearsed demo of the Swiss key. And I did that thing, the gravity thing. Works better with a 20. This is actually prop money. It'd probably work better with a real bill. Everything in my world is an illusion except me. Well then, Thomas, you just do another trick with the key, or just don't do that trick. But, you know, if I was going to do this trick, I'd probably have my own bill ready to go, just in case, you know. I wouldn't assume that someone would have a key. Before I stop singing praises on this, let's note that this matches the Scotch and whiskey key. So if you have Scotch and whiskey and want to start making, as Nick Dragotier's doing, the ultimate janitor keychain of keys, your whole act is key magic. Half of it's Craig Petty stuff. That's that. So yeah, hey Hanson, thank you for sharing your wonderful stuff. Nick Lawrence, you're a genius. I've talked about some other Nick Lawrence stuff, but I feel we need to move along. There's other things to talk about today. Yeah. All right. I did this. I finished my story. Let me share it with you. This is a trick you might have seen me do before, maybe a year or two ago. I'm bringing it back. Some of the YouTube members watched the premiere demonstration of this, or I'm getting into storytelling now, excuse me, and flipping buttons. This story, this is actually a legendary story about the time that Ed Marlo met Di Vernon. And it was at the Magic Castle. I don't know if anyone has the timestamp on this, because while this meeting did happen with Ed and Di Vernon, the story I'm telling is not actually true. So it's a false story. I'm a pathological liar. But not really. Love that joke. I love it so much. The meeting between Vernon and Marlo, the battle, as those in the know call it, was actually refereed by Slidini himself. Slidini, the master of misdirection from New York City, Ed Marlo, Kardashian extraordinaire from Chicago, and Vernon from the West Coast. The trio of greats sat at the table. Stage manager, consult. Okay. Slidini presented the cheater's packet. You know the cheater's packet, the traditional 9-card stack that card men use to see who is indeed the best among them by making the best poker hand from the 4 non-cards and then the 1 ace. Again, for the novice student, for those of you not familiar, each player would be dealt 4 blank cards, and then you use the ace, the money card, to make the best poker hand that they could. So Vernon sat at one side of the table, Marlo at the other. Slidini himself dealt the hands to the two players, and Vernon challenged Marlo to begin with his best poker hand. With that Chicago draw, Marlo, I don't do a Marlo. He just said, look, Vernon. I do a shitty Vernon, but we'll get to that. Look, Vernon, I got high card, ace high. Vernon chuckled. He knew Marlo was better than that. And sure enough, Marlo turned over a second ace of spades to show him a pair. Marlo practiced hard for this battle. He had not only 3 aces, he had 4, and then he actually showed Vernon a 5th ace of spades. 5 ace of spades. Yeah, I guess you could play that. That's a pretty good hand, but Vernon did not think so. He said, Slidini, check this, fellow. He said, look, Markowski. He said, look, Markowski, you show up in my game with 5 aces, all you're going to win is a bullet. He says, if you're going to have more than 1 ace, how's this go? What you want to have is different aces, right? So you want to have an ace of diamonds, and then an ace of clubs, and then an ace of hearts. And then you can use the other ace as like a wild card. Now maybe you got a good hand. And then Marlo was startled by this verbiage from Vernon. And Marlo says, oh, whoa, Westy. He says, I don't know what you think you saw. I did have 5 spades. But I did not have 5 ace of spades. The 5 spades I have are the king, the queen, the 10 of spades, the jack, and then, yes, the cheater's ace of spades. That is a royal flush in spades. And by gum, our story doesn't end there. It was at this moment that Vernon and Marlo both slumped unconscious to the table. As they did so, Slidini jumps to the top of the table, arms outstretched, as he's saying, you don't watch. You don't watch. Turns out he had roofied them both unconscious as he declared himself the master of all things close-up magic. Congratulations, Slidini. Okay, the story needs a better finish line, but I think I'm getting somewhere with the whole Slidini roofie thing. Anyway, that's my story. I'm stuck with it. I don't know. Who would I go with for true? I mean, I think Slidini needs to be the hero in this story, as he is the one that truly cared, I think, about performing. It gets a little dark at the end, right? But if you're interested in this trick, let's share the vibe. Not that I have to, but you know, I like this guy and I like this trick. Call of the Wild. This is available at Mayor Yiddid's mymagic.com. We took the time to bookmark that site earlier, but if you go to Mayor Yiddid's Magic, it's a John Bannon handling of the wild card. And thank you for that applause. It was done on the sly. Maybe that's the tagline, Jesse. Maybe. Thanks, Jay-Z. Thank you. Look, I did magic for you guys today. I hope you're happy now. Really didn't want to do anything, but I have been searching for the best wild card. I think that might be it. It's a tie between Gypsy Curse, Takagi, Wild Blanks, and then that. And also, I think the routine in the Darwin book, if you have this, is a great classic handling for wild card. All right, let's talk about a couple other things I've been looking at. Talking about card magic, let's shine the light on Genie magazine for just a bit. How's everybody doing? If anyone has anything that you need me to hear, if you got a question, if you want to interrupt my rambling, jump on in. Tell you what I'm going to do, actually, before I get to yeah, hey, you go to Mayor Yiddid's site. He's got all the cool packet tricks you can't find. I'm going to do a giveaway for my members. Let me get this organized. Here's what I'm giving away, this trick. Let me show you. This is a video. King card trick, a 4-king card trick with the King of Hearts representing our elevator operator card of mystery. Here, let me show you how he works. It starts on the bottom of the stack, elevates to the top one at a time, once under the veil of darkness, once almost visibly. Oh, visibly would actually look something like this. And hey, it can even go all the way through the deck. It's the elevator operator king, and hey, I hope you liked it. Well, hey, it's another forking card trick. All time for another forking card trick. So that's my handling of going up. This is Sean Ridgway's Going Up. This trick was shared with me from another kindred spirit, Adam Allred. I'm going to share it with one of my channel members. I'm doing 2 giveaways in today's stream. The first one will be drawn from the Wheel of Names. These are some of the channel members that tuned in yesterday to watch the stream. They dropped the proper comment in the proper place, and now one of them is going to win Going Up. And I'm going to throw a couple other things in the prize envelope as well. We'll get to that in the next segment. Looks like it's going to be Dan Rittle. Phoenix, you almost got it. The luckiest boy in the land, but Dan Riddle beat you out. So congratulations, Dan Riddle. You're going to get the Going Up package, and we can really thank Adam Allred for that because he sent it to me, and now I'm just paying it forward because I do believe in that. But I'm going to fill out your envelope with a couple more things, and we'll talk about those things in just a minute. Man, really? Just now? You know, the key to good comedy, timing. Stickers, too. You'll get some magic stickers in your package. I want to talk about the Genie Mags before I talk about the next giveaway. And boy, I've been enjoying the recent Genie magazines. I've mentioned these before on the stream. This is the publication by Richard Kaufman. And he also has been like one of the most instrumental magic publishers in my lifetime. He's published, I don't know, dozens of hardcover books, some of my all-time favorites. And he publishes Genie magazine. Wow, what a value. And I really I'm going to suggest highly that anyone in my universe would consider $35 a year for a digital subscription, if nothing else. Here's why. The digital subscription includes access to all the genies, all of them. So this is it. The entire 20th century of Genie, 60,000 pages is available for you in digital searchable format. So we commend Richard Kaufman for doing cool stuff in a modern age with this print product that is great in print. I actually get these when I order from Murphy's Magazine. I add the Genie because I like to, maybe I'll read it in the bathroom. You know what I mean? TMI. The stories that he's been pumping out, like this story on Whit Hayden, is just so good. I mean, it's like a mini book learning about this. But I highlighted some of the stuff that might interest some kindred spirits. Like I've really enjoyed this thoughts on deconstructing the pinky count, part 1. This is Rafael Benatar, classic Spanish cardman, I believe. European card man, and he breaks down one of my all-time favorite moves. Happy to see this technique getting some spotlight. What else? This is Jamie Ian Swiss, who I talked about earlier in the Magicana section. He's now writing, look, Magicana, which has been a segment of Genie magazine since it's like 75 years of Magicana. Jamie Ian Swiss is writing this now. There's reviews. We're going to talk about a review in just a moment. And I wanted to mention on this story, another great feature story with, let me tell you about Paul Vigil. He's one of the real magicians. There's only a few left, people that really do real magic. Paul's one of them. Like, he'll make you believe. And if you want to learn more about Paul, this is the place to do it. I'm going to read a little opening line. I bookmarked this with the Jerry Salzar Linking Ring manuscript. Here's why. Paul Vigil by Dustin Stinnett. The little boy and his young parents watched the magician performing on San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf. Street performer was the spark That nameless conjurer dazzled the lad with the linking rings. Sponge balls and ball in the tube. That nameless performer. So, if I was on social media, and I'm not right now because I'm on hiatus for at least another week, but I would send Paul V. Hill a message and let him know the nameless conjurer is likely Jerry Salzar, who is, in my opinion, like one of the Mount Rushmore of street performers. Let me let everyone know what Jerry looks like. And it's likely this fine man that made a Paul V. Hill. And for this reason and so many more, we give love to street performers across the world. There was a time when street performers were completely disregarded by the magic community as bums. Thankfully, that time has passed, and maybe now we are a little more understood. But they're doing the work. Some of the most important magic work is done on the streets. So, hey, go learn about Paul V. Hill in this month's issue, but let's see what else we can learn about. Deconstructing the Pinky Count, Part 2. And if you don't want a pinky count, he'll tell you some other ways to get around it in this article as well. Is it this? Oh, yeah. So there's other writers. It rotates monthly. Jim Steinmeier writes a column that's excellent. Spanish card magic coming your way. If you haven't studied the Spanish school, this is a great way to get into it. Some highlighted, really great commercial work here. And then more from, this could have been a commercial release, this insanity. This was in Joshua Jay's 6 Impossible Things show. And then on to this month's issue, which I wanted to show a move from here. I was reading this John Bannon write-up, and I thought, man, probably, testify. Testify, David Miller. V. Hill is great. Scott knows. Scott Link. We're going to talk about Scott Link in just about 3 minutes here. Scott Link, I'm going to talk about you. Is Jerry still around? Man, does anyone know if Jerry is still around? I don't know. I've never been to the West Coast, so I don't know. I don't know Jerry. I just know he's been doing God's work forever. This is this month's issue. Luis Olmedo. Same thing. Cover, feature story is great. What did I bookmark first? Oh, this routine. So good. David Regal. Hey, David Regal is going to join us on the Magic Guys next Monday. The podcast I do every Monday evening with Josh Norbido and Nick Kay. David Regal is one of the greats of modern magic. I was reminiscing the other day. I bought what was Star Quality in 1986. He's been in my universe for that long. David's going to be on our podcast next Monday. I'll tune in for a great episode. If you don't follow the Magic Guys, we have a YouTube channel. Go find us. The Magic Guys. Just that, the Magic Guys. So a magic license. He proposes to have a magic license. He says, oh yeah, I got my magic license. And then whatever happens is irrelevant. Just the fact that a magic license exists is enough. So, that's a great routine. All right, get to that in a second. I was reading this thing here. Bannon. Dude, so anytime John Bannon prints anything, you need to read it. And let me tell you, you're right. All of our guests have been killing it. The last episode, we had Ben Seidman on. Ben laid it out. I'm going to use the blue bicycles here just to appease Dragotier. So Ben Seidman, just go listen to that episode and become a better magician. So this is a card control. And what I learned is this is a Marlo system, the flexible switch out. Let's suppose that someone had touched a card and they looked at the card. In this case, it's the 8 of clubs. And what Marlo would do is put the card on the table and then proceed as needed. You could control the card to the top or elsewhere. The way John Bannon does it is with a tabled card. So here's our card, the 8 of clubs. He shows the card once more to the spectator. He says, let's do this. I want you to shuffle the card into your packet. Go ahead and shuffle. And they shuffle it up. And he's already got the card here. So this is a wonderful handling to control the card with no skill. literally. The Marlo switch out. And as a convincing control, it's great. And I have an idea for that move. We'll talk about that too. Here's the scoop on this Marlo flexible switch out. I was reading Marlo Without Tears earlier to refresh myself. So if you have John Rockerbomber's book, Marlo Without Tears, you can crack that open. There's a description of that. Otherwise, you got to go to Marlo's magazine. Good luck finding that. This thing isn't even in the contents, but it's in the magazine. We're waiting for Vanishing Ink to do the reprints. So you're going to spread and just make sure the card below it is visible. So there's our focal card, the 9 of spades. We want to make sure the card below it is visible because when I peel the supposed selection into the left hand, I'm going to take 2. So I'm going to take 2 cards here, the card and the one below it. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to claim here, supposedly claiming the card, but I'm going to take 2. And then Marlo tabled the card, which puts it here. Bannon suggests showing the card and then inserting this into the middle and giving the spectator this section to shuffle. So now they think they have their card in here and you've got it on top of your stack. What are you going to do with that? Well, I got an idea for you in just a second, but let me just do the move one more time. And also note that this move is related as to what is described as the Fred Capps switch. If you have Giobbe's Card College, Fred Capps proposes doing the move face up, and that looks something like this. So I go through the deck. Let's say I want to do it for the Joker. I justify the Joker here, and now I'm going to take the 2 with the right hand, and as the card turns down, I leave it on the table this way, and that leaves the Joker here. So I'll do it one more time with the Joker. Spreading through here, tap, tap, grab 2 from below with the fingers, and then as the hand turns down, I leave the, so there's the Joker. I'm going to put the Joker on the table, and now the Joker's here. So that's what Giobbe calls the Fred Capps switch. I'd be prone to believe Marlo's flexible switch out from Marlo's magazine was printed first, but who knows? That's a rabbit hole Steve Reynolds can go down. And let me give you one idea of what to do with the flexible switch. This is a handling of a Daryl effect that no one does. We're going down the Daryl Martinez rabbit hole. This is a trick from Secrets of a Puerto Rican Gambler. So, hey, spectator, I'll need you to touch a card from the top. And I would be doing this probably for a magician. Here's the requirement. You need someone who can dribble cards. So your requirement is you need a spectator who can do this. You can teach them that if you want to take a moment before the effect and say, can you do this? Try it. Say, can you do that? Make sure your spectator can do that and then do this trick. Hey, touch one in the top and here, remember what it is. So there's our target card. Do the switch, put it in the center. They think it's here. Say, okay, now shuffle those up. I'm going to make some pinchers. Now we're going to execute the browy reversal, and that's going to reverse the selection at the bottom of the pack. So I get a little finger break below it. Take that over with my thumb. Got it with my thumb now here. I'm going to cut the lower half and turn it face up. And then I'm going to claim the reversed card below it. And then I'm going to turn the second half face up. That was kind of confusing. Let me do that again. Oh, I got one too many. Good thing I'm doing it again. All right, get a pinky break below the card. Got my pinky break. This is the browy reversal. Claim the break with your thumb. Cut everything below and turn it face up atop. Hold the break, and then claim everything below that and turn that over. So now the selection is at the bottom of this half, which we're going to leave separated. So we're going to leave the halves separated like this as we tell our spectators to get ready to dribble the cards. And I wanted to talk about this trick today because this is really the first version of catch a card. So what Daryl would do is set for the, let me get a few more cards here. He'd set for the pied-fortin pop-out move as he proclaimed to go in with a pair of cardboard tweezers. He'd say, hey, spectator, dribble the cards. And as they dribbled the cards, he would jump in and proclaim to pull one out using the pop-out move. We were discussing this in the Discord jam the other day. With a card reversed at the bottom, you can make it appear between two packets in a visual fashion by rotating the wrist in a sharp motion and then clamping down as the card spirals outward. Honestly, I'm used to doing this with a full deck, not a half deck, so boom, like that. And you do that as the spectator dribbles, and in a sense, they're going to believe that you have caught their card with the tweezer packets. And that is the original version of catching a card from a dribble, published in the early 80s by Daryl Martinez and Secrets of a Puerto Rican Gambler. Guess you could get this on Vanishing Ink. Are they over here? The book's out of stock, but the ebook is available, and the name of that would be just Tweezing or In the Pinch. He has a couple handlings of this, and they don't all use that methodology. But yeah, that's Daryl's classic, and I think I've rambled too long about that. You're welcome. Yeah, it's kind of dumb hard, but look, if you're a card guy, maybe you just learned something you didn't know. And it's part of my job, I think, is to offer a little something for everyone. And I would imagine 99% of my viewers had no idea that idea existed, nor that Daryl should deserve the credit for being one of the really innovators of catching a card from a dribble. It's a popular thing in the modern age, but maybe we don't remember the giants whose shoulders upon which we stand. I'm over here waving the flag. That's a good point. Y'all go buy the ebook from Vanishing Ink. If you haven't heard, I'm assuming most of my audience has. Vanishing Ink had a fire in their warehouse and lost so much product. Ouch. Imagine this. Andy Gladwin. Oh, shit. Your whole warehouse burns to the ground. Yikes. I'm not done with the genies. Hold on. All right. I'm getting sidetracked before talking about Scott Link. I hope there's no questions about that information because I'm moving on. Yes, Murphy's is helping them out. We love Murphy's, actually. Murphy's is our main supplier for conjure.com. Did I do a commercial for myself today? Should do that. We need to make money doing this stream somehow. Soon, I'm going to hit you all up for memberships at learnsleighthofhand.com. Reasonably priced, but for today until next week, I'm going to talk about the memberships, the site briefly after this. If you go over here to my shops and go to Card Tricks, I bet you'll find the Rising card somewhere. If not, you probably find you could find the Hover card. I've got that on sale for $25. This is an unbelievable price for this. Y'all go buy the Hover card for $25. I don't know why no one buys that trick. It's so good. I've got a big shipment coming in Friday. If you're looking for something and you don't see it, there's the Rising cards. Look, you can spend $25 on so much bad magic in this day and age. Go look at me do it a couple more times and see if I can change your mind. Spend $25 on a trick that Albert Goshman uses to close his act. I thank you for that consideration. I'm going to talk about one more thing you could buy. Look. The Policy by Scott Link. Scott's got print in the Genie. It's timely, of course, because look over here. I bookmarked this. This is the review section. This is probably the part everyone goes to first. I love reading the reviews, books, videos, tricks. Tom Dorbowski here doing the trick reviews and the Policy. Hey, Scott. You're kind enough to entrust me with your babies. We gotta share the love for the babies when we can. And it's a great product. I've had several name magicians buy it and then buy it again. Mark D'Souza bought backups. Bill Malone bought 2. There's name magicians loving this prop. And let's just sum it up here. The Policy is a well-designed, well-made, easy to use. I had no issues with the handling and loading the card. It is nicely illustrated with plenty of alliterations, puns, and irrelevant doublespeak to use if you chose. Both Scott and Doc suggest using some, but not all of them, and I agree, and I would agree with that as well. There's a lot on there. The opening and closing of the pamphlet to different interiors with the sign card appearing in a pocket at the end is fun and fooling And if you like the classic insurance policy or the card to wallet, you'll like this. Recommend it. And for 20 bucks, talk about good tricks and a reasonable price point in the modern market. There's a positive review about the policy. If you haven't seen it, here was my suggestion with the thing. You could take use it as a more impossible location. So say you have a card that's been signed. The policy, and someone remind me to do the classic policy too. The policy would be inside your pocket, and it would be inside this envelope, and the signed card would be palmed away, and it goes into the envelope. So you show your spectators this, and you open the envelope to introduce them to the policy. This is going to happen after you failed to find the selection, because the policy is guaranteed to help find the lost selection. This is where the flexagon comes into play, and you start showing that it will say different things as needed. For example, if we needed to find a selected card, we go to the selected card guarantee. That's when you open the center, and that's when the spectator gets the surprise of a third compartment, and in this case, I'm trying to watch in the camera, the sign card. So that's my little addition to the policy. This is Scott Links the policy, and this is what we're giving away today. So one lucky viewer is going to get that, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double policy you. You're going to get a classic insurance policy as well, and Dan Riddle, you're also getting a policy. It's policies for everyone. Policies for you, policies for you, policies for you. So Dan got going up. He's also getting a policy. And when we talk about the classic policy, and before I talk about that, if you would like to support the creator of this piece, Scott Link, I have left the link to Link's site in the description below. So you can go to elephantpuzzle.com, where Scott has other variations of this theme. Scott offers puzzle parties for family-oriented events, and you'll see some of the things he uses to bring these events together. Pirate puzzles, other versions of the flexagons, and things beyond that. So I'm not saying go to conjure.com, buy a policy. Thank you if you do. But also go look at elephantpuzzle.com and see what other modern family entertainers are doing for their clients. And thanks again, Scott, for entrusting your baby with us. As I was putting this together, I've had a thought that maybe people don't know what the insurance policy is to begin with. It's maybe a trick that a lot of magicians don't do. So as I'm putting the prize packages together, and let me do this. Here's how we'll do this. Let me go to the giveaway tool. I think we'll use the keyword policy. Y'all want to start typing in. Hold on. Let me get it set up. All right. Start typing that in the comments. This is international viewers as well. So if you live afar, one of the beautiful things about orchestrating a prize package that fits in the envelope that is under a specific weight, I can send it to anyone. So you get like $30 of magic, and it doesn't cost me $30 to send it to you. I'll keep collecting comments while we talk about the old school policy. The one I offer at conjure.com is the Royal Magic version. And note when I ship this to you, look, here's the conundrum. When you buy it from Scott, you get fancy packaging. You'll also get a instruction portal with several tutorial videos. Doc Doherty has some great ideas with this prop. Scott has a 30-minute download, and then you get my bonus ideas. This will not fit in my envelope, but this will. So guess what, y'all? You're not getting the packaging. So brace up. I'm jipping you. You're just going to get the policy. This is the classic policy. I guess Scott doesn't have these. So if you want one of these, you can go to conjure.com and spend like $8 and get this. This is when you propose to find a card. You have trouble finding the card. This comes out of your pocket and you say, no problem. I don't have to find your card. I got insurance. If I have a problem finding your card, I just use my insurance. It'll tell me what it is. Let me read. There it is. Okay, this is limited coverage, but I got it. It tells me your card was red or black. There we go. You can hold the applause. Thank you. You build these moments up for as long as you're like, oh no, it's okay. I got a second chance with this policy, second chance on the inside. So elements of the flexagon here where you're opening different things to find different. And the second revelation on this is there's your card. It's on there. And the classic insurance policy continues with the opening until you reach the force card. And now we're packing small, play big, which is kind of the, I know magicians have closed their show with this trick. Like this can be a closer if you're into that. This is the classic magician's policy, at least the one offered by Royal Magic. It's the one that I carry at conjure.com. I got your card. It's in there. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had it. I thought it was one of these. Oh, there we go. And then, you know, for $8, you have 5 minutes on a stage if you want. But lucky winner today will have it for free because I'm going to send you this policy. I'm going to send you Scott Link's policy. And Dan Riddle, you get gypped. You don't get double policy, but you do get... Scott's vouching for it. It's his second favorite version. Tim knows. He uses it all the time. I just actually recently added the regular policies, the policy. We were just talking about that. Alex, jump all over that Hovercard Plus. That's a deal, man. I'm telling you, that's a $40 trick. They've been gathering dust on my shelf. Great routine, great tricks, and I got a great price on those. I only have 2 of them. Someone needs to buy them soon. All right, who's going to win this policy? Let's go see it. Let's go see who will win. Good luck, everyone. 24 competing. Ready, set, go. This is my favorite part of the stream, watching all the names go by. Nice, Jeff Chandler. Seems like I've sent a couple packages to Jeff. Might be vying against Phoenix McDonald for being the luckiest boy in the land. But happy to send you another prize, Jeff. Coming your way, bro. I think I have your address, but you might want to send me an email. You know, conjure@conjure.com. Cool. All right. Lastly, there was other things I wanted to do today. Actually, I had other things, but we're just going to go take a look at learnsleightofhand.com for just a bit. I'm going to have to log in, I think. So learnsleightofhand.com. For those of you not aware, I took a break from social media, and the main reason I did so was to get to work on this. By the way, I did post a video on social media when I took a break, but I didn't post it on YouTube. So if you've been looking for me on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, I'm not on any of those platforms currently. I've been off them for 19 days now. When I took a break, I made a little video and posted the video for kindred spirits to know that I was leaving. YouTube didn't get to see it, but I think this little video has some valid information. It's only 30 seconds. And if you feel like social media has been taking over too much of your time, you haven't been productive, and maybe your anxiety's high and so on, maybe these tips are for you. Here's 30 seconds. That's not 30 seconds. One more time, just for those who need it. So if you know, you know that I've been working on this website for all year. And for the last couple of months, I was getting next to nothing done. Yeah, congrats, Jeff. Way to go, brother. Prize hogger. Well, guess what? The last few weeks has been some of the most productive of my life. Not staring at, let's go to the homepage here. Not staring at the screen all day. Or specifically not staring at the screen that's in my pocket. And because of that, we've been able to put some love into this space. Hey, y'all, welcome to... Still not done, but I'm a week away. In a week, I'll be, and probably shorter than that, I'll be inviting people to come into the halls of learnsleightofhand.com. I'm building public resources as well as private resources for the modern magic student. Let's go over here just briefly so you can look at some of the options that I have and will be offering on the site. Curated courses. What if I click on this? Okay, that opens in a new page. So hold on. I do want to show you the curated courses. Let me go here for just a second. So I'm going to have, not going to, I have at this point 9 different bins for the videos to go into. Primers, presenting magic, card magic 101, my close-up magic, more card magic, variety magic, cups and balls, coin magic, and my YouTube members area. This is the video content that premium members will get, but look at what you can just go see for free. Like if you go to the website, you want to go to the public library, you get a magician tells you need to go to the library. We'll come over here to learn sleight of hand. If you're specifically interested in sleight of hand, you can go check out our public resource of public domain books. These are all classic books and free to read from the Internet Archive. I've started adding some more titles since the last time we've been on here. I've discovered some more gems that are on this resource, some of which you need to borrow from the, like this isn't public domain, but if you sign up to their website, you can borrow them for like an hour at a time and some great invaluable resources. Just one of the things available on the public library page, there's lessons, like the YouTube archive is going to feature a rotating cast of videos from my YouTube page, all that are sleight of hand centric. So again, free resources for beginners. These do differ from the material offer in the courses in that these course videos are not hosted on YouTube. They're hosted on a private server, so there won't be any advertising. I was putting this one together. We'll look at one of them. This is the course I was putting together today. Variety. Oh, hold on. I'm off the rails. What happens is this: when I share a screen, sometimes it opens in a new window. And it doesn't connect the dots right. Do I need to show much more of this? I don't think that I do. Just know that it's coming soon. And next week, I'll have more of an official announcement. It is almost ready to launch. Private lessons, community. I have a forum. We have a very strong Discord community. Man, I also wanted to share the Discord today. I feel like so many people don't know what a Discord is, and it's just a great modern resource for people to connect. My YouTube members use it. We do a weekly jam on a regular basis every Monday after the Magic Guys podcast. Got a great group of guys, a wonderful cast of characters, and some amazing talent that hangs out there. And I'm just looking forward to building a bigger and stronger community with, with these guys as a wonderful backbone. Whew. Hey, Gary, good to see you, and I am right behind you. Do you feel I've rambled long enough? Thank you, Scott. It's been a learning experience, and that's one of the speed bumps for me is that literally everything I've done, I've had to learn. So, new cameras, new audio, that's all great. I'm getting used to that, but now I have to learn content management systems and, hosting video on proprietary servers and connecting the dots to make it a marketable endeavor so that I can do more of this for you and kindred spirits as well. And you're going to be one of the first ones in the door. So you're going to see it very, very, very soon. How many times have I said that? Yeah, you can do that too. Thank you, Tim. I had actually the website, the podcast that you mentioned yesterday. Tim mentioned the Magic Detective, and I wanted to highlight this space. I think it was a great recommendation. If you like magic podcasts and magic history, Google, search the Magic Detective. It's a good one. Hey, Chris, and I didn't say hi. Good to see you earlier as well. You just have to, Jesse, you just have to empty your brain of everything else. I remember everything magic, but I don't know my wife's middle name. Bonjour, mon ami. Comment allez-vous? Ça va? Très bien. All right, Jeff, congratulations on the policies. Scott, Link, congratulations on the good reviews. David Riddle, congratulations on going up. And a policy. Thank you all for joining me on my return to live streaming. I'll be back Wednesday, 4 p.m. Going to launch this shindig, and we'll talk about probably all I'll talk about next week. So we'll do that then. If you need me, find me in an email, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Ciao for now.